To have you alongside here tonight. It's the Mustangs who come out in the dark blue with the white lettering and numbers, a little silver trim, and a little gold accent around the front Masters logo. The Lions throwing it back tonight. The all gold uniforms with the nice cursive dark blue script, and they are going right to left here in this first half. It's Suarez who wins the tip for the Mustangs, who are going left to right, and we are underway between a top 10 battle between the Mustangs and the Lions, and it's Atencia that gets it to Tim Suarez, who just watched his sisters go and beat the Lions on the women's side. And Brandon Brothers is standing tall on the baseline. Turnover by DeLewis Johnson as he just lost the handle. It's out of bounds, and the Lions defense holds strong on the first possession. The Masters, 8th best offense in the nation, and they got players who can score aplenty. Remember last year's game where Atencia went off for over 30 points in that overtime win as Tolmere gets it from McKay. Tries to feed it to Jeremy, stops, kicks it out. Kennedy, first triple shot of the night off the rim. McKay got a tip, and it will be a quick offensive foul calls against Jeremy McKay over the back of Tim Suarez. So the Lions' task is to stop a number of scores on the season as Atencia, Suarez, and DeWillis Johnson all top of the GSAC, top 10 in scoring. And they have a huge task in front of them. Meanwhile, it will be the Masters trying to figure out the Vanguard D, which in just about every game has stopped opponents from shooting better in the second half. They've shot like 30 or 40% to start the game, and a whistle, no shot. Foul called as Kennedy McKay claps on Tim Suarez. The foul will be the first on Connor Kennedy. Second team foul just like that. But in the second half, the Lions will bring that down from 40 to 30 or 30 to 20 respectively. And that is how they've pulled off some of these wins. Suarez wants a three. It's off the rim. He'll get his own rebound. And a travel called as he didn't put it down on the deck fast enough. We've played a minute 8 seconds. No baskets. 2 fouls by the Lions, but 2 turnovers by the Mustangs. Both coaches said it's going to be a team after tonight. Hard, gritty battle. Kelvin Starr saying this was a hard place to play no matter what. Reference last year's game. That this is a team that is ranked number 9. Can't be taken lightly despite lower offensive numbers. McKay stops. It's poked free by Atencia. Off McKay last. Still no points on the board. Meanwhile, the Lions worried about trying to stop the Mustangs is limping to the bench. Goes to Lewis Johnson. It could be something big for the Mustangs. We'll keep an eye on that. And a foul called. Suarez will get called for foul as Chomer was pressuring the inbounder, and then he got bowled down by Suarez. So it is first personal, and the ball goes back to the Lions here with a fresh shot clock, 18:30 to go. That's a soft foul for Suarez to give up. As into the game came number 0, Jordan Starr, 6'7" freshman from San Diego. That one's tipped in. The first ports of the game goes to Jeremy McKay and the Vanguard Lions, who are now up 2-0. And as I said to the earlier audience, sorry I got a cold a bit last week, a little bit of cough. I'm trying to keep that off the air as much as possible. But anyway, into the paint, putting it up and putting it in is Brock Gardner. Good drive, or squared away at 2. So see how each of those things develop. What do the Masters do on offense to get points, and what do the Lions do adjust defensively to try and keep this a close game? Brothers loses it as he faked the shot, then faked the drive. Suarez up to Gardner, driving in on Brothers, goes up, no good, but Suarez brings it down, up, he's too strong. Tim Suarez, his first 2 points of the night, and it's a slim 1-bucket lead for the Masters early on. 17.5 to go. Jonah Tolmere bringing the ball up. In the NAIA, 10th best assist-to-turnover ratio. It's not the shooter that the Lions look for, as Hussein drills the 3, but an offensive foul called against Brandon Brothers takes it off the board. His first and the third team foul against the Lions, and that's something that Vanguard has to be very careful about. Foul trouble in this one. They have a big bench and they have plenty of players to use. The guys you want out there are the ones that are on the court right now. If they get into some early foul trouble, that could prove costly deeper into this one. Atencia, his first shot, almost goes in. It's off the inner part of the rim, hits the backboard and falls out on number 4. Colombian international. Last year's game, what could he not make? As that pass from Tolmer off the knee of Starr. And the referee, I believe, is going to say kick ball. As the Lions lucky there as Starr trying to come up the court. As the pass from Tolmer is trying to feed a little soft bounce pass off the hand. And it came off the number 0's leg. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's McKay, gets it right back to Brothers. Thought about stepping into it. Instead backs it off. Lions, overall, pretty good in the three-point department in terms of shooting. But Brothers missed the first one there as their 4th in threes made in the conference overall. 4-2, Suarez steps into the three-pointer, rattles it home. Suarez from downtown straight away makes it a 5-point game. Now it's up to the Lions to answer. Tomer will hand it off to Malachi Hussein. Now McKay. Trying to dribble around Atencia, loose ball, Lions a little casual, Atencia's going to win it, hands it off, here comes Gardner to Suarez, the jam! Brett Soliday wants a timeout. A bit of Alexa Games will start for the Lions, and the Masters pounce. They're up 9-2 here in the first half, 16-19 to go here on the Lions live stream. Plenty of action going on in the GSAC tonight. We'll keep you appraised of the other games that are on tap. At the moment, it's the Lions looking for some points. Malachi Hussein to Tolmer, near corner. That's for 2. Foot is on the line, and it bounces out on him. Quickly, Atencia 1-on-2 as Gardner's coming up in support. Nice no-look pass, and a foul called. Will go against Jonah. That's his first 4th team foul already here against the Vanguard Lions. And that will bring in some subs. Lions sometimes will roll out a full line change of 5. Instead, it's 3 as McKay comes out, along with Brothers and Kennedy, replaced by number 12, Isaiah Gentry, 6'4" junior out of Milwaukee, Oregon. Number 34 is Caleb Wilborn, 6'8" junior is out of Chino. And the final sub is number 24, James Moore, a 6'5" sophomore forward out of Talco, Texas. On the season for Moore, that's his 19th appearance. He's played in every game, no starts. Meanwhile, Wilborn, 18th appearance, all but 1 game, no starts. And for Gentry, same every game, but no starts. We'll see how they do as Wilborn will poke it free, but get called for a foul from behind Brock Gardner. Where they say the referee's pointing against the Lions basketball. So, Mustangs turn it over. Not sure what the call was there, but here's Gentry feeding it off to Malachi Hussein. And the top point scores on line attack. Gets it to Caleb Wilborn. Quick out. Good low high. Here's Gentry with a trip on the far side. The Lions close the lead back with a trip from Isaiah Gentry. The first three-pointer of the night made by the Lions. Moore makes a variant pass intended for Suarez. Go out of bounds. Right in front of the student section down there to our right. A good pack of the pit. Almost filled to the bleachers. The upstairs is still not totally full where I'm at, but most of the bleachers are full here on this Thursday night. Devin Riley into the game. Number 20 feeds it to Moore. Oh, great move. Can't finish, but Riley with another tip. Moore with another board. Kicks it out. Back to back for Gentry. Oh, it whips out on, but Caleb Wilborn with another offensive board, and a foul will get called on Tim Suarez. Great offensive hustle by the Lions down low. Wilborn and Moore doing a ton of work battling with the bigs of the Mustangs. Near the Lions, a fresh shot clock, and the first foul against Suarez is Devin Riley, 6'3" senior out of Vista, transferred from Palomar College. A couple of times this season, he has been the leader for the Lion attack. It's like that game up at Jessup. Good little catch with Gentry. He lets fly, and he connects on the near side. Corner 3. Gentry and Riley, 6 unanswered for the Lions. Hansel Atencia into the front court now, looking to get it over. Gets it to Jordan Starr. The floater off the rim, off a couple hands, and Hussein picks it up. Dribbles around, but Starr stays in front of him. Crossover to Devin Riley. McDowell White steps up in front of him. Wilborn, he wants a straightaway three. High rebound that James Moore tracks down. Malachi Hussein lets it go. Three straight threes for the Vanguard Lions, and they're on top 11-9. The perimeter attack coming to life as this one's to Gardner. Drives, stops, steps back, two, no good. Tipped by Moore, saves it, hands it to Riley. Now a big roar coming from the Lions fans. Here comes Riley again, stops, and a foul will be called against Brock Gardner as Devin Riley got down the near side of the paint. He's going against Jordan Starr. That's his first and second team foul here in the first half against the Masters. And entering the game for the first time is Michael Taylor, 6'6", redshirt sophomore out of Wildomar, California, a forward. As this is his 19th appearance, and he's made 6 starts, and another three-pointer for the Lions, connecting to make it a 14-9 game. 4 unanswered three-pointers. And it looked like a timeout was getting called, but instead none is. So miscommunication there. Referee saying, do you want it? No. I was actually talking to Coach Kelvin Starr before the game. He doesn't like to call timeouts. He wants his boys to figure it out as they play. He will call them, he says, but would rather let them learn as they go. So no timeout. 14 minutes to go, and the Lions now up by 5. Gardner crosses over on Wilborn. Lions in man defense. Atencia spinning. Lets Riley make the jump. And jumps into him, and the foul will get called against Devin Riley. His first 15 foul. And to the line, Hansel Atencia. I will say, as I did in the other game, I don't like that foul where the opponent jumps into the defender. Seems like a lame way to get a foul called when you're not the one doing anything. But in any case, Atencia to the line, and he's nothing but net on the first one. An 83% shooter, 80 of 96 entering tonight. Just about 26% from beyond the arc, 44% from the field as he averages 17.8 points a game, 321 points. He averages 33 minutes, which in the GSAC is 5th overall. Only makes 1 of 2, though, on this trip. Is now Riley, match up with Dowell White. Gets it to Gentry, right back to him with 16 on the shot clock. Moore sets a high screen. Crossing over, Devin Riley into the restricted area, goes up and a foul called. We'll see who it's against. Couple bodies in there for the Mustangs. I think McDowell White will get it. Yes, he will. That's his first. And now the foul count racking up a little bit against the Masters. That is their 4th team foul here in the first half. And number 23, Mario Soto, 6'6", senior out of Irvine, California, goes to the scorer's table, ready to check in as we take a look at Devin Riley. And he sinks the first free throw on the season. 9.2 points a game, averaging 20 minutes a night. 44% shooter from the field, 35 from beyond the arc. 40 of 56 from the line entered tonight. That's good for 71%. As Mario Soto was a main factor in the offense last year, he was the main three-point shooter with Brandon Brothers and Malachi Hussein both taking a red shirt season. A little more limited minutes this season, but he's still a deep point threat. He's a tall body. Another up and off the bench as Atencia steps back into that one. And you can see when he wants to, he can make just about any shot he wants to. Great shot from Atencia, brings it to a 4-point game, 16-12. Riley again drives up. It's McDowell White who goes hard to deny it, but I think the foul will go against Michael Taylor. That will be his first, and he is baffled by that call. What air, my goodness. Daryl McDowell White got at least a couple feet off the ground. Great hops by number 10, and that would have been a huge block. Instead, first foul will send Devin Riley right back to the line. First one up and off the front of the rim. Jeremy McKay back into the game. It looks like he will take out Caleb Wilborn. That says we have a foul called. Something I didn't get to right after tip-off. The referees for tonight, Steve Espinoza, Ernest Kelly III, and Kevin Smith. Those are the Zebras tonight. They've been active early and often. And Riley is able to make the second, put it back to a 5-point game, 13-15 to go. Atencia, quick pass up to Taylor. Slows things down. Right back to Hansel Atencia. Great spin move gets by Devin Riley. And a great feed is just in and out of the hands of Brock Gardner. Star, go a couple players there. McDowell, White, and Taylor both look at each other like, you want it? You want it? And eventually they go back to Atencia. Now 9 on the shot clock for the Colombian. Taylor sets a screen. McKay shifts over on him. 5, 4, Gardner, 3, Lawn, missed everything. Taylor saves it. And a shot clock violation will be called as it did not touch the rim. And it came all the way back up top to McDowell White. He had no time to get a shot away as it said 0 on the 30-second shot clock. Lions defense holds strong there. Devin Riley slowly into the front court. McDowell White shadowing him the whole way. Lions have everyone near the baseline. Now they start moving. 18-17 on the shot clock for Mario Soto. Almost falls over. Mustangs want a travel call. No coming. Ankles almost broke on Mario Soto and give way by Moore. Here comes McDowell White all alone. Soto can't make the punch out, and McDowell White finishes the layup strong to the basket for Daryl McDowell White. He read that pass perfectly from Moore. Jonathan Tomer, Tim Suarez set to come back in as Devin Riley continues to run the offensive lines. Looking to go to McKay, pivoting. Here's Soto. Over to Gentry, far side. Stepping in, almost losing it, pivots, fakes around Atencia. Soto trying to get into McKay, and Taylor will get called for a reach-in foul. So there was contact. I'm not sure that was enough for a foul, but the referees will call it. Devin Riley coming out, so is Taylor. 16 fouls now against the Mustangs. One more, and the Lions are in the bonus. This is what both coaches said. They wanted a scrappy, gritty battle, and they've got it. Now 12 total fouls. Tomer, the inbounder to Soto, catch and shoot. That's a free. Lawn. Gentry with the huge leap to secure the rebound. 15 on the shot clock, though, so it didn't touch the rim. Tomer directs some traffic with 12 on the shot clock. Dribbling to Soto. Now 9. Gentry guarded well by Atencia. Here's McKay. Spins into the paint. Goes up. Whistle. And a travel called against the Aussie as he pivoted and took an extra step as he tried to go up and around both Suarez, Gardner, and McDowell White in there. And Isaiah Gentry to the bench. In comes Brandon Brothers. Here comes Hansel Atencia with plenty of speed. He stops, pulls up, takes the shot. Too strong. James Moore, the first to the rebound. McKay is looking to get the ball. Now he slows up. Brandon Brothers. Here's the free. Let's fly. It's off the rim. McKay tracks it down. Back to Brothers. Lets it go again. This one's going to miss as well, and it will bounce out of bounds as it's an air ball. 2 straight misses from Brandon Brothers from deep, as he's now 0 from 3. Hussein is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. And Gentry has 1 along with Riley. Brothers off to a slow start. He's now squared up against McDowell White. Flings it over to Brock Gardner far side. Moore is watching him. Gardner picks up the dribble. Here's Suarez over McKay. Nothing but net. Gonna leave Tim Suarez open like that. He'll make you pay every time, and it's a 1-point game again. Quick ball movement by the Lions. Here's McKay bounding in against Tim Suarez. The putback from Moore, no good. McKay again on the offensive rebound. No good. A couple offensive glass rebounds from the Lions, but they can't make it pay. Atencia dances and loses the handle, and it's going to be off of his leg, the referee says. That's a huge call there for Vanguard. Looks like Atencia is going to tiptoe his way around everyone and slide it home. Lions do just enough to recover. They say it came off his left leg, so halfway through the first half, the Lions own a 1-point lead. Tomer wants a basket. No good. One body's down. It's off a couple tips. The body was Atencia, and he tracks it down. Now coming back the other way, the Colombian runs into Brothers, goes baseline, circles the wagons, kicks it out. Here comes Gardner. Up. Strong move. The Mustangs have the lead again. 3 bodies down there, Suarez, McKay, and Moore, and he made the jumper, Wilborn, as he replaced James Moore, and still not enough to stop Brock Gardner. Here's Soto, catches, feeds it back to McKay, poked free, McKay recovers, 50 on the shot clock. Soto lets it go and sinks it on the near side. Mario Soto with his first triple shot of the night. And a 2-point lead for the Lions, 2018. Dal White doesn't shoot very often. And he's picked up a double team. Brothers with a couple pokes. And it's going to be off of Brandon Brother last. That is the correct call. Daryl McDowell Wright ran into a double team and almost turned it over. But Brandon Brothers a little ambitious in trying to tip it off of him. Keeps the ball in possession of the Mustangs. 4 abreast, right about below the free throw line, are the Mustangs. Here comes McDowell White. He's driving baseline. Tries to go around McKay. Easy travel call. He stopped and then took a step with the right foot, trying to go around the big number 40. No good. And Suarez is pleading his case about something. The referee listening, but not going to change the call. So 9:20 to go. Mario Soto, after a 3-point make, subbed out from Malachi Hussein. So the Lions have Caleb Wilborn, Jonah Tolmare, Brandon Brothers, Hussein, and Jeremy McKay. Starr, Gardner, Suarez, and McDowell White for the Mustangs, who rarely go deep into their bench. It's these 5, and DeLewis Johnson has not returned to the action. That is a big factor for the Mustangs. Not sure what's wrong, don't want to speculate, but he is yet to return after playing just about 2 minutes, in case you're just joining us. Wilborn shot missed. Here's Atencia. Ooh, straight on his back. That has got to leave a bit of a bruise. Bit of pain, and he is slowly getting to his feet as he went up. The foul is the second on Tolmare. Ansel's a strong and tough kid, though, and he'll shake it off, and he's back to the free throw line. So he pulled up, went for a little jumper, and then in the contact landed square on his back. But good to see he's up and okay, as he's 3rd in total steals in the NAIA, 7th in assists, 25th overall scoring, 1st in assists in the GSAC, 6th in scoring, 5th in minutes played, as I said, 3rd best free throw percentage, and 1st in steals in the GSAC. Definitely one of the leaders of this team. The senior. Sorry about that. Personally, I hope the senior, once he graduates, can find a career in basketball somewhere. He's too talented to not end up somewhere, whether that's overseas or in the development leagues for the NBA. Who knows? He's to the line. A lot of noise coming from the stands, and it lips out on him. Looks like they have a young basketball team in attendance. They're right behind the basket where the free throws are being shot at the moment for the Mustangs. They're a little pumped that they helped Atencia miss that one, at least in their mind. Here comes the second for number 4. Up and in, 1-point game. Brandon Brothers will direct some traffic as Kennedy runs through and hands it off to number 33. Grandson descendant of he who the court is named after, as Brandon Brothers has a great drive and puts it off the glass and in. 22-19 the score after that layup. Gardner flicks it over to Atencia. Outweights Wilborn. Still can't get around him there. It's poked free. He's looking for a foul. Won't get it. Kennedy amongst a couple blue jerseys. Kicks it to Brothers. Launches the free. On the money. Brandon Brothers shows some emotion after he buries that one on right wing, 3 feet beyond the arc. Jordan Starr now with the ball. Hands it off to McDowell. White circles. The answer off the front of the rim. Off the hand of McKay, and Kennedy will secure it. 6-point lead for the Lions, approaching 8 minutes to go. Brett Salday changing up the plays. Hussein almost has it poked free. Travel called. That one, a miscue there from Malachi Hussein. He stopped and was looking to make the pass. Move the feet, and Devin Riley will come back into the contest, and he will take out Jeremy McKay. So here's a risk for the Lions. One-on-one, Wilborn against Tim Suarez. Let's see how this pans out. Suarez a quiet night so far, it seems like, but he's got 9 points, 5 rebounds. It's just an Atencia show so far as he goes and drives and lays it in. Just like that, he scores at will. And that's what the past 5 or 6 minutes or so have been like. That's how you forget that Suarez is halfway to a double-double in rebounds and almost there in points already. Riley, great spin move into the key. Little floater is good. And then Connor Kennedy makes the interception, or makes the block on the inbounds pass. So reset for the Mustangs in their own end. So now they get the pass safely this time to Hansel Atencia. He sees another lane. There he goes again. You can't stop him. If you give him an inch, he'll take you a yard. Hansel Atencia, 6 straight points for him, 27-23. And Atencia now up to 8. Rovers looking to create some space, as Riley will hand it back to him. Lets it go again. Oh! From well beyond the arc. Hits Brothers straight through the net. And it's 30-23 as Atencia takes some contact from Connor Kennedy. And again hard on the deck, lands number 4, but he's back to the free throw line. Connor Kennedy will pick up his second personal foul. 7th team foul against the Lions. Bonus for the Mustangs. I guess from one point of view, you could say you're doing a great job on defensively. No one else has really scored much. Michael Taylor with 0. Brock Gardner only has 4. McDowell White with 2. Jordan Starr has yet to take a shot. On the other side, though, Hansel Atencia, the past 5 or 6 minutes, as I said, is in the one-man show, driving, finding ways to get fouls called, creating open chances for some layups. Though he misses that free throw shot. Still a 7-point game. It's Devin Riley getting some instructions from Rhett Soliday. And he's made the next one, so 3 of 6, 50% from the line for Atencia. And him and Suarez a point away from double-digit scoring. But they still find themselves as a team down by 6. Okay, sets a screen. And Devin Riley looking for a passing outlet. Gets it to Hussein, who lets it go off the left hand as he tried to cross through the legs dribble a couple times too many. And a turnover by the Lions. They're now up to 8 turnovers, 9 for the Masters. So pretty even in that department. As the Lions overall, 4th best turnover margin in the nation, plus 4 overall. And so far, tonight just at plus 1, but that's pretty good against a team like the Masters. Atencia step back to Lawn, but Suarez too tall for McKay, grabs it. Now he's got it again, bowls him over, foul, and it's a charge, says the referee in front of the Lions bench. I think that's the right call. McKay had the feet planted, and Suarez just lowered the elbow and knocked him down. Didn't even really go up for the shot. So that's the second on number 40, and the bonus for the Lions as well. So for the first time tonight, they're 12. Gavin DeYoung, the 6'8 redshirt junior, a forward out of Manhattan, Montana. Little court maintenance here. Masters 10 of 19 shooting, 52%. The Lions 10 of 22, that's 45%. Leading scorers, Atencia and Suarez with 9, but the Lions countering with Brothers and Riley each have 8. Hussein not far behind at 6. Slightly lower scoring affair, and that's what you expect from one of the better defenses in the nation. So they sit second in 3-point field goal percentage as Brothers lets it go again. It's off the front of the rim. Hussein catch and turns at the free throw line. Malachi Hussein puts it home. And now he's up to 8 points as here comes Jordan Starr back up the other way. What can the Lions do without Suarez in the game? Starr, and a reach-in foul we called against Devin Riley. Excuse me, it's gone against Isaiah Gentry away from the ball, so that's his first. 18 fouls. That will send number 0. That's Jordan Starr to the line. And he makes the first. And he'll earn himself a second on the 1-and-1 as he's a 66.7% shooter entering tonight. Averages 5 rebounds a game, 8 points in 25 minutes. 65 assists is second only to Atencia. 43% shooter from beyond the arc and 48 from the field. And he makes another 32-26. Your score, approaching 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Gentry feeding it to Brothers. Near side blocks, working against Starr. Goes up, power move. Right-handed hook is good for Brandon Brothers. Up and over Jordan Starr. Now Brock Gardner quick on the outlet pass. Gets it to Gayon. Going baseline, runs into Gentry, kicks it out. Charge called. It's Gentry this time, right alongside the key. And another drive by the Masters is cut short thanks to a charge call. This time it's Gentry taking the call, and Dayon picks up his first personal. And now 18 fouls against the Masters. But with it being a charge, no free throws forthcoming. You see what the Lions do. It looks like at the moment a press set up here by Coach Kelvin Starr. Brothers can't run the inbounds line, it looks like. But Atencia will let Hussein catch it. Throws it right back to his counterpart, number 22. And here come the Lions into the offensive zone. Man defense here for the Mustangs as Starr is on Gentry. Riley trying to get open. Instead, Gentry takes into the middle. Back to Hussein. Back to Riley. 14 on the shot clock, now 12. Into the near blocks. Into the key. Stops, turns, over McDowell. White, and it rattles home for him. Devin Riley inching his way towards double digits in points again as we hit 5 minutes to go. Here comes Atencia. Poke free by Hussein, but it'll stay with the Masters. But necessary from Hussein to keep Atencia from getting another layup as the Lions are looking to protect a 10-point lead. So they've slowly just inched their way out to it. And an inbounding error. Jordan Starr threw it off of the leg there of Atencia, and as soon as he did it, Starr looked down and shook his own head. And Coach Starr talking to Dion as he came back on defense, giving some words of encouragement. 26 minutes to go. Or excuse me, 5 minutes to go. 36-26 our score. That's what happens when the mind thinks two things at once. Meanwhile, Hussein trying to cross around Hussein. McKay tried to go high-low. They couldn't feed him. So now 10 seconds on the shot clock for Brothers. McKay sets the screen. They try the same play. Again, good coverage by Dayon. Gentry splits the defense. Hook is good for Isaiah Gentry. Again, finding a little time and space in the middle of the key are the Lions. Both Gentry and Riley back-to-back trips, able to put a little shot home from inside the paint. Dayon looking for a passion option. Gardner spins away. McKay's on him. Driving to his left. Kicks it out. Back up top to McDowell White. 10 on the shot clock. Steps into a three-pointer. No good off the back of the rim. Here comes Brandon Brothers back the other way. He's looking towards Malachi Hussein, who is in front of the Mustang bench, but he was well covered. So he makes the prudent pass, goes to Devin Riley. Behind the back dribble, drives, up, and a charge. McDowell White this time made himself like a statue. Riley knocks him over, and Devin Riley for the Lions will pick up his second personal. No one at 3 fouls yet. DeYon, Taylor, and Suarez have 2 for the Mustangs. For the Lions, Kennedy, Tolmer, and Riley now with 2 as he will go to the bench. They'll protect him here by bringing in Mario Soto. 3:47 to go. Lines up 38-26. And again, they'll clean up the court. So the top 2 teams in the conference. Hope International also tied at 5-1 atop the table. Everyone in action tonight. It's Life Pacific at San Diego Christian, Westmont at Hope, Jessup at Arizona, Menlo at Ottawa. Got those tabs open up. Life Pacific down 4, 27-23 to San Diego Christian. Westmont up 24-20 on Hope with 3 to go. And with just a few seconds to go as it started early, Arizona 82-75 there looks like going to hold on and win unless a miracle happens against Jessup. Meanwhile, back here at the pit, it's Jordan Starr into the key, trying to swing to McDowell White, saves it again, tip this time off of Soto, and it comes right off of Jordan Starr, and another turnover created by the Vanguard Lions. That's 14 total team turnovers now from the Mustangs. And that has resulted in 17 Lion points. Lions 9 turnovers, 8 Masters points off of that. Once again, winning that crucial turnover battle. Gentry, far corner, launches the 3. Oh, and it rattles home for Gentry. Far corner, 3, and the Lions stretch the lead again. Here comes Atencia, dribbling. McKay, Hussein make a double team. Great pass. Touch to Jordan Starr by Gardner. Pulls up, free throw. Good for Jordan Starr. And a deuce makes it an 11-point game. 3 minutes to go. 41-28. I thought it would go to 30. Instead, it's just to 28. McDowell White now makes a steal. Silly foul by Gentry as he tried to go for the jump ball. And Isaiah Gentry picks up his second personal foul. McDowell White leaped in there, ripped the ball away. It's one of those where if you're Gentry, you might as well let him go. Hope someone stops him on the back end and pick up your second personal. And so Caleb Wilborn will check in at the next opportune moment as well as making his first appearance of the game, number 30, Jaden Anderson, 6-foot-tall guard, a junior, born at Yokota Air Force Base. That's in Japan. And he will be coming in, most likely for Gentry. So McDowell White's in the line. Double bonus, as that's 10 team fouls against the Lions. Number 10, 75% free throw shooter, makes the first. 18 of 24 entering the night. 40% from beyond the arc, and he's a 44% shooter overall. 150 shots taken, 10 points a game, 184 points, and he's made both. So he averages 28 minutes a game, and he started all but one here for the Mustangs. Brothers to Hussein, 20 on the shot clock. Atencia sticking right with him. Now Hussein drives baseline. Oh, what a move in! He can't finish with the right hand as it rolls off the rim. Here comes Atencia the other way. Jaden Anderson picks him up. Oh, and he breaks his ankles as he did the splits. And Atencia missed the shot. And it looks like they're going to have to clean the court there as Anderson tried to plant with the right foot to stay in front of Atencia. And his right leg slid out. That's dangerous. So you do that and one of those leg muscle goes or the ankle or something. But it looks like he is good to go. None the worse for wear. And they'll sponge that area off again. Nitty gritty and dirty as this one. 10 team fouls on the Lions, 9 on the Mustangs. So they'll most likely get in the double bonus in the first half for each team. Lots of pauses to wipe up the court and keep all the moisture from collecting so that each team can plant successfully. As Brothers comes in the front court, approaching 2 minutes to go here in the first half. An offensive foul called. Del White went down. Mario Soto, though, is behind the ball. He is the one who is called for the foul. That's his first. And now the Lions will set up back on defense. Another foul. And they're up to 11 turnovers on the game. You definitely sense that foul trouble is going to play into this one for sure as the minutes tick by. As the Mustangs have a couple players with 2. But again, they don't have the deepest of benches in the GSAC. They certainly have a strong squad of players. But most likely I'd give the bench edge to the Lions. They have plenty of players out there. They have essentially 10 they can rotate in and out. Compared to the Masters, who I say only have 6 or 7. And that's -1 because DeLewis Johnson has the left leg taped up and he has not played in quite some time. See if he emerges after halftime or not. As Atencia matched up against Jaden Anderson again. Dribbling, looking over his options. DeYoung. McDowell White. Catch, shoot, Jordan Starr. That's a three, no good as it hits the rim of the backboard and bounces away. Now Brandon Brothers brings it back. Stops, he'll step into it, lets it fly. It misses the mark. McDowell White corrals the rebound, dribbles, almost lost it, still gets going. Behind the back, stops, instead of the shot, jumps, passes it. Now he'll shoot, far corner three, rolls over the basket. Anderson secures it for the Lions. A minute and a half to go here in the first half. An entertaining action between the number 9 and number 2 teams in the NAIA Nation as a foul is called against Jordan Starr. That's his second personal foul. 10 team fouls, and that will be double bonus for Malachi Hussein. Averages 27 minutes a game. That's top of the Vanguard squad. Right up there. Actually, technically a tick behind Brandon Brothers, who is at 27.5, 27.2 for Hussein, who makes the free throw. He struggled early on the year from the charity stripe. He's now up to 19 of 35 entering tonight. It's good for 54%. A 40% shooter total, almost 30% from beyond the arc. As number 20, Thomas Lowry Jr., 6'7" forward freshman from San Diego, makes his first appearance on the night. Hussein tries to follow the shot as it's off the front of the rim. No good. This is the 8th appearance for Thomas Lowry Jr. as Atencia. Oh, what a move to create space, and it rolls in for him. Drives the lane, everyone has to back off, and he uses his feet to springboard backwards. And he, with an apt touch, sends it through the net. Swish, 42-32. And an offensive foul again called against the Lions on the other end. Second against Brandon Brothers. That will be for another sub as he comes off for number 32, Christian Wilson, 6'5" freshman forward out of Temecula, California. Wilson earning his 15th appearance on the season. Lions digging deep into the bench. Here's Atencia, hits Jordan Starr in stride, and he knocks down the three. And a technical called against Jordan Starr. That was a silly move. He nailed the three, looked to the Lions bench, and made a nice little head nod trying to say, yeah, you like it, you like it. And the referee instantly threw down the technical, and his coach is very upset at that move. Instantly very upset was Kelvin Starr. That's the third against Jordan Starr. And 2 technical shots, Mario Soto walking up to the line to take them. Soto, this would be his first free throws of the season. And all alone, number 23 puts it up and puts it in. Averaging 12 minutes a game, 32% shooter. He's 6 of 29 from beyond the arc. That's 20%. Averaging 2.54 a game, 2.5 points a game. He's played in 12 of the possible games so far. Christian Wilson out, Jaden Anderson, James Moore, Caleb Wilborn, and Hussein and Soto out there for the Lions. That's actually the right amount. Of Soto makes the 2 shots on the technical from Jordan Starr. Starr is subbed down as well, so it's Gardner. Number 11 is Dallas Cunningham, 6'7", redshirt freshman out of San Diego, California. He's making his 7th appearance, along with Atencia and Lowry Jr. Lions get the ball back. Under a minute to go here in the first half. That's seen just about everything. Fouls, turnovers, a technical, free throws, three-pointers, and some magic from Hansel Atencia once again. Soto stops at the far elbow, gets it to James Moore, the sophomore from Texas, lowering the shoulder against Gardner, banks it in off the glass and high and in. And the Lions up to an 11-point lead with 30 seconds to go. Whistles. Now the referee's conferring. It looks like the shot clock didn't quite start when the ball was inbounded. So at the moment, 30.8 showing on the clock, 26 seconds showing on the shot clock. So 4-second differential. Lions technically could get the last shot of the half. And let's see what the Masters do as they trail by double digits. Atencia on the ball. Anderson trying to make him miss. Gets it to Gardner. Drives. James Moore stands tall, but the rebound comes out to the Masters. Atencia up, over, block hold against James Moore after he goes up and makes a huge block on Gardner. Straight hand on ball against number 25, and Atencia is down again. As Moore picks up his second personal. And up again is Atencia. He's a fighter. That's the only problem with his small size, 5'10". If he goes up in the air and gets contact, he's most likely coming down hard. He's been punished 3 times on contact. But he's back to the line. 11 points on the night, leading everyone. Riley and Brothers right behind at 10. But foul trouble playing into this one. Plenty of people on 2. So Suarez has yet to get in double digits. Hussein sitting at 9 as well. Gentry sitting with 2 fouls has 8. And the first one's up and in, cuts it to a 10-point game. 15 seconds to the Lions to work with. Here comes the second free throw. Good. Atencia perfect this trip to the line. So who wants to take the last shot of the half? 12 now 10. Hussein's on the ball and watched by McDowell White. He's driving, hands it off to Anderson, Poke free by Atencia. Anderson recovers. 4, 3, 2. Hussein spins, falling away, in and out for Malachi Hussein as the buzzer sounds. And we will enter the halftime break. A 9-point game. It's the Vanguard Lions holding the edge, 46-37 point edge. So we'll see what happens defensively. As I said, the past 2 games the Lions have won. They've knocked down the shooting percentage of their opponents by almost 10%. It's normally in the 40s and it goes down to somewhere in the 30s. Meanwhile, the Mustangs, normally accustomed to scoring closer upwards, north towards 100 points, find themselves only at 37 at the first half. As McKay gets it, goes up and can't get the roll. Tries to go after the offensive board, but he knocks it out of bounds. The first possession by the Lions comes up a 0. So we'll see how they adjust offensively and set things up. Will they feed it to Suarez? Will they try and hit some more point shots? As Atencia drives again, no good, and McKay has the rebound, and now comes free to Connor Kennedy. Will be the question. Yeah, for the Lions, you let Atencia drive, you make some, but otherwise they've taken away the weapons for the Masters. See if they can continue to do that. Tolmeyer splits the D, goes up, tries to feed to McKay. He lost it in the left hand, and Brock Gardner picks it up. The Masters in the all-blue going right to left here in the second half. The Lions in the all-gold, the throwback uniforms, going left to right. Here's Suarez, matched up against Jeremy McKay. Hands it off to Atencia, circles around, gets into the paint again, flips it. Suarez, Kennedy hands up. Suarez goes up and over him and banks it home. 36-39. Tim Suarez on the board for the first time here in the second half. 11 points, 6 rebounds as he gets closer to another double-double as he's had 3 of those in their past 4. Malachi Hussein catches it on top. Now Brandon Brothers near side wing. Can't do the 3 over Gardner. McKay wants to send someone down baseline. Trying to get to Hussein, and now Kennedy makes the run. Now Hussein switches right back to McKay, and he's through his arms. 2 straight possessions, no points for the Lions. 2 turnovers as the pass is just not on the mark at the moment. Scoreboard not in sync at the bottom. We'll figure that out when we can. At the moment, Atencia pulls up, lets it fly. It's off the back of the rim, off the back bar. Kennedy Tolmeyer, and Kennedy tracks it down. He's in the corner and finds an outlet in Brothers. 18:20 to go, 46-39. Lions still on top. Hussein on the mark on the near side with a triple, and that extends the lead back to 10. Right in front of the faithful here in the pit, and he slams that one back down home through the net. Gardner, one-on-one against Brandon Brothers. Into the paint, and he lost the handle, but it's off the hands of Brothers last. That right finger trailed and tipped the ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock for the Masters to work with. Atencia, the inbounder, and he floats it up. Grabbed by number 23, Michael Taylor. Hands it back to Atencia. Offensive foul for an illegal screen against Michael Taylor. Number 23 will pick up his 3rd personal foul. And Coach Kelvin Starr is now going to make some choices here about his personnel, who he wants in and when. especially with a couple player getting closer to 3 and 4 fouls. Brover catches on far wing. Kennedy sets the screen. Instead, they go to McKay instead of the pick and roll from Connor Kennedy. 15 on the shot clock from Malachi. Crossing over dribble in front of Atencia. Keeps possession, hands to Jonah Tolmer. Driving, Tolmer flips it. An easy pass and an easy shot for Jeremy McKay. Lovely work between number 1 and 40 as they go do-si-do from the left back to the right. And McKay makes it a 51-39 point lead for the Lions. Atencia driving, gets it to Taylor, knocks over Kennedy. Charge called. Connor Kennedy again stands tall as the Lions take another charge call. That's 4 fouls to number 23. He's got to come out or else he's done for this game. He's over to the bench. Jordan Starr with 3 fouls will come on to the game. 17-13 remaining in the second half. They only count fouls on the stat sheet. Hard to keep track of charges, but by my count, that's 5 or 6 the Lions have been able to take. As Tolmer tries to beat McDowell White, almost sneaks it back to McKay. Hussein, he falls back and nails it. Hussein, another 3-pointer, 6 points here in the second half. And the Lions now up 54-39. Atencia almost breaks the insoles of Tolmer. There's a huge answer. McDowell White way downtown in front of his own bench. Slams home a 3-pointer. Brings it back to a 12-point game with 16 and a half to go. Tolmer ISO'd. Hussein, 3 in a row. Bouncing no good off the crook of the basket, and it falls to Suarez, who picks up his 7th board of the game. Down White's proven that he can shoot the 3, but he passes it off to Jordan Starr here. Oh, great little move by Atencia. Makes Hussein bite, and he finishes a wraparound layup left to right side, and it's high off the glass and in. 10-point game, 54-44, 16-10, and rolling. Atencia is just such a slippery player. He can make a man miss at will. And he again finds the basket there. Hussein, that's a bad shot. Kennedy jumps, gets the rebound somehow amongst a mass of players. Brings it down. The Lions get a fresh shot clock. And it's Tolmer getting directions from head coach Rhett Soliday as McDowell White shadows him up near the half court, right on the Lion logo. 4 players below the free throw line. Now goes to McKay at the elbow. Turns, runs into Suarez, spits it out to Malachi Hussein. That 3 well off the mark. He's missed his last 2 after making his first 2 of the half. Down to Suarez with some speed, knocks over McKay. Offensive foul again. Another charge against the Mustangs. Another charge against Suarez. His 3rd personal foul. And now the foul situation getting a little more interesting here for the Mustangs. And the second line out for Vanguard. James Moore, Caleb Wilborn, Devin Riley, Isaiah Gentry, Mauro Soto out there for the blue and gold as they exchange 5 for 5 hockey style here with 15 and a half to go. Devin Riley will now run the offense. See what Wilborn can do. Maybe we'll send him down low, go one-on-one. Got the height equality there with Suarez. Almost match up the same. Instead it goes to the Texan. Moore wanted to go back to Riley. Instead gives it to Gentry. 13 on the shot clock. Devin Riley. Moore. Gentry set a screen for Devin Riley. They switch. Escapes McDowell White for but a moment, and the 3 loops out, but Wilborn strong to the basket, gets a fresh shot clock for the Lions. Riley fakes the shot to Wilborn, almost at the free throw line. Caleb Wilborn, a switch for him, gets the lead back to 12. Atencia, far side, given a lane, stops, now he's in trouble, kicks it out to Brock Gardner, straight away, 3 off the front of the rim. Caleb Wilborn gets the rebound and outlets to Devin Riley, who comes up across half court. Gentry, he lets fly, and he slams it down 4 or 5 feet outside the arc, and Isaiah Gentry lets fly the 3, and it's on target. Intercepted the pass to Suarez as Soto, but it pops back to Brock Gardner, going baseline foul called. Caleb Wilborn in a bad position. He was going over the back the whole time of Gardner. He's going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 14:25 to go, 59-44 your scores. Gardner to the free throw line. It's the first foul on Caleb Wilborn, by the way. 16 games started, 17 as of tonight. 77% free throw shooter, 68 of 88 entering the night, 25% from the on the arc, 48% free throw shooter from the field, averages 30 minutes a game. That's just below Atencia. He averages 16.4 points a night, or excuse me, 14 points a night. He scored 224. And he makes both free throws there. So Brock Gardner tacks on a couple more to his name. 6 points with those 2 shots. And Wilborn calls a foul against Gardner to cause a foul on him as he reached in trying to make the interception. For Gardner, his first foul. And out comes Brock Gardner, replaced by number 20, Thomas Lowry Jr. And that's already 14 fouls here against the Mustangs here in the second half. And the inbounds right down below us, right in front of the home crowd fans. And Soto, the one to inbound it. Gets it to Riley. 20 on the shot clock now for Vanguard to work with. Riley directing traffic, sending Moore out to the key. Everyone almost outside the arc now. Soto goes down low. Moore lets fly. James Moore, a three-pointer on the far side. I think they're giving a bench warning, bench technical to the Vanguard Lions for the celebration on the threes. Rhett Solday wants an explanation for that, probably because they're slightly encroaching on the court. Not sure why, but they tee up the bench court, the bench there on the Lions. And it's Connor Kennedy who's called up for that, his third personal foul, and Hansel Atencia to the other end shooting free throws. 2 cheap shots given up the Lions, but they do own a 62-46 point lead with a tick under 14 minutes to go in the game as Atencia knocks down the first. So that's a technical foul aside. Starr picked it up for the Mustangs. Kennedy has one now for the Lions. But James Moore steps back and lets fly in front of his own bench, and number 40 connects. 7 points on the night. So the Mustangs get the ball inbound to McDowell White, and he'll now walk it up the court. And he loses it, and it's going to roll out of play. McDowell White turns it over. Careless mistake there as he tried to go behind the back. And he just gives the Lions back the ball here with 13:50 showing on the game clock. Riley hands it off to Gentry. Both of them having a good night. Gentry sees a lane, loses the handle, and a foul will be called on the floor. Hansel Atencia picks up his second personal foul, and he looks shocked. The mouth open. Doesn't complain, though. 5 team fouls now against the Mustangs here in the second half. Riley flips it up and over. Offensive foul this time. It's Gentry who is battling down low with Atencia. Foul for foul. That's the third on Isaiah Gentry. He wants an explanation for why. Referee says he pushed him in the back. Gentry with a shake of the head and a wry smile. Ball back to the Mustangs. 3 team fouls now against the Lions. Atencia will circle right off the screen from Starr. Splits the defense. Can't get it to drop. Good defense by the Lions. 3 defenders drop down and cover him. Oh, what a feed from Soto to Moore! And he finishes off the square, and it's in off the glass. James Moore coming alive here in this second half. 5 points, including a 3-pointer. Atencia, triple team. Wilborn pokes it free, but he's going to get called for a foul as well. Caleb Wilborn picks up his second personal foul, 4th team personal foul, 4th team foul against the Lions, and Brandon Brothers will return to the action. He will break out Isaiah Gentry. Brock Gardner also returning to the action for the Mustangs. Now Atencia working right. Takes the fly, open jumper, no good. Gardner with an offensive board, denied by Wilborn, the leader in the team for blocks on the Lions, and then it's off to the hands of, I believe, Thomas Lowry Jr. Lions defense holds again. 12:55 to go. 64-48 point lead. And Devin Riley now works it again against McDowell White. Hard defense from McDowell White, but Riley gets past him, and that will be a foul called. I believe that's 2 shots up coming. McDowell White picks up his second personal foul. Devin Riley to the free throw line, where he is 3 of 4 of tonight. 10 points, 3 assists, 2 fouls for Devin Riley. So Lions have 4 players in double-digit points. More at 7 could make it 5 as Riley sinks the first. 65-48 with 12:44 to go. Taking his time, Riley set, delivers. Both are good. Now 5 of 6 as here come the Masters the other way. What can Atencia and company do here to stop the Lions and start getting some points on the board? Gardner driving, trying to get around Wilborn. No shot. Foul on Wilborn. That's his third. Second in as many moments on number 34. That will be the 5th team foul against the Lions here in the second half. Shot clock resets to 20. That's all right if you're the Lions. Wilborn not the necessary starters. Starr lets fly the free. Held the 4 minutes off the rim, but the offensive board is saved by Lowry Jr. Gets it to Gardner. Fresh shot clock, and it's back in the hands of Atencia. Moore down low, setting up outside the restricted area. Trying to help out with Atencia and guard Lowry Jr., but he can't do both. And Hansel Atencia rolls it off the fingertips and in on the right side of the key, the far side from our perspective. Makes it 66-50 with 12:05 to go. Back up top to Brothers as McKay gets set to check back in for the Lions. Soto feeds Wilborn. It has a double team to Soto. Gets the free throw line. Moore, can he make 2 threes in the half? No, it's off the rim, but a loose ball. Wilborn follows, and then swiping it up is Lowry Jr. Atencia one-on-one, getting around Soto. Tries to draw the call. He falls down, but he makes the layup anyway. And Rhett Soliday, I believe, wants a timeout, and it is granted. 66-52, the Lions have the lead, but they've given up a few points here. A good run by the Mustangs as they try and close this gap with 11 minutes, 40 seconds to go. The Hope and the Westmont game that matters to most of these two teams, though, as Hope is tied with both of these schools at the moment. 5-1 atop the standings. Westmont falling off 3-3. If they lose another, they go to 3-4. Definitely not what the Westmont Warriors expected from this season after a strong finish last year. He came back in the game. Soto's wide open, but he's too strong on the three-pointer off the back of the rim with pace. Here come the Mustangs. No look pass from Starr to Atencia. McDowell White. Gardner has the ball. Lowry Jr., Starr, and Atencia out there for the Mustangs. Riley, McKay, Soto, Moore, and Brothers. And Malachi Hussein will take out Mario Soto, who picks up his second personal foul. 16 fouls now against Vanguard, compared to 6 for the Mustangs. So bonus shots coming up shortly as Gardner gets the ball on inbound. McKay D'd up in front of him. Atencia takes the handoff, runs outside the key, near side blocks, easy as you please. Atencia picks up 2 more, give him 23 now on the night. Last year in that regular season finale, 35 points for Atencia as Riley under the basket goes up and gets a foul. I believe it might be Brock Gardner. No, it's going to go against McDowell White. That's his third. And Devin Riley back to the line, shooting 2. The Lions, the first team in the bonus tonight. Atencia was 8 of 10 from the line. Perfect 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. 11 of 14 shooting. 38 minutes, 35 points. And in that overtime frame, he really came on. The Lions couldn't contain him as Riley can't get that one to roll in. Rest of the Masters 19 for Lawrence Russell, who was a huge part of their offense last year. Lewis Johnson had 11 in that effort. Suarez only had 4 as Riley makes the second. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it was Connor Griffin with 14. Dante Williams led the way with 16. Brandon Hood, Jamal Lee each had 11. So Atencia, ball in his hands yet again. Wilborn defends him, now moves off. Tries to get in front of Brock Gardner, who jumps over him. Wilborn got a tip, but it's still good off the hands of Brock Gardner and in. The score goes to 67-56, 10.5 minutes to go here in the game. A great contest between these two, defensive in nature, as Tim Suarez is back in. Rovers kicks it over to Devin Riley. Screen from McKay to the near side blocks. Riley spins up, over. McDowell White is good. Devin Riley firing on all cylinders tonight. 15 points for number 20. Now he's matched up again on Atencia. Great space. Let's fly the 3. No good off the back of the rim, and it falls to Malachi Hussein. Brandon Brothers directs some traffic, and he wants to hand up to the ball. As he comes across half court, gets it to Wilborn. Sneaking around. Hussein gets it. Trey trying to find some space. Now setting a screen for Riley. 10 seconds on the shot clock. McKay comes open. Oh, miscue and a foul. Silly foul. Or is it no good? Out of bounds, says the referee. Jonah Tolmer will come back in, replacing Devin Riley. McCain made a nice pick and roll. The Masters didn't pick him up. Gardner is the one who came back and helped out on the defensive end, and he did enough to make the turnover. Atencia now in a double team foul from behind. It will be on Wilborn. As Tolmer was matched up in front of him, Wilborn was trying to turn around and find him. Or no, it's the third on Tolmer, they say. Figured it would be against Wilborn, who was falling backwards into Atencia. Instead, they go against Tolmer, and he wants an explanation from the referee. They're going to talk things out. Atencia back to the line, 7 of 10 on the night from the charity stripe. Make it 8 of 11, and he makes the front end of the 1-and-1 to earn a second with 9:22 remaining here in the second half. Second one up and good as well. 9 minutes, 22 seconds to go, 71-58. Lions still holding on to lead. They have 4 timeouts remaining. The Masters, as per usual, have all 7. McKay, top of the arc to Wilborn. He takes it, misses it, off the rim, no good. Right into the hands of Tim Suarez, who now has 9 rebounds, 1 away from another double-double, as he does have 11 points. But he's gone cold for a number of minutes. The Masters, for some reason, don't want to feed him. Gardner overshoots the basket with a long 3. Rover stays in bounds, just barely. Hussein feeds it. Good read. Tim Suarez saw that one, made the right-handed backhand punch, hit it out of bounds. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Lions have another inbound. Brock Gardner comes out replaced by Lowry Jr. Hussein back to Brothers as they kind of reset. He gets around. Hussein does Atencia. Tolmer wide open, far side. He sinks it. Left wing. Jonah Tolmer drains the 3-pointer, making it an 74-58 point game with 8.5 to go. And Atencia loses the handle as he splits the defense and it's out of bounds. And Coach Starr will call a timeout. The Masters running into a problem here at the Jonah Tolmer takes the inbound. The Lions bring things up. 74-58, 8:20 to go. Into Brandon Brothers, trying to feed Jeremy McKay. One-on-one, now McDowell White joins in the party. Kick out to Tolmer. He wants a second 3. No good off the back of the rim. Ball hung up in the air for a while. Whistles. Referee's pointing to the other referee, saying, what's the call? I believe an offensive foul has been called. It is the first on Malachi Hussein. So back to the other end, we come with free throws. 1-and-1, 18 fouls now against Vanguard. Still only 7 against the Masters. It's Lowry Jr. to the line. 6 of 8 on the season. This is his 8th appearance, 75% from the line. 1 of 11 from beyond the arc. 1 of 13 total shooting. Averages 7 minutes a game. 9 points scored, and he misses it. So now free throw percentage and free throw shooting will get big as the minutes tick away as both teams rack up the fouls. McKay almost lost it. Hussein lets the bomb fly, and it rolls off the rim. No good. Here comes Jordan Starr back the other way to McDowell White. Doesn't shoot often, but he's made a 3 at least here. Tries to go with the left-handed hook, bouncing off a couple fingertips. Pinballs around to Brandon Brothers. Now Gentry backing up. Gives it to number 22. Now back to number 1. Jonah Tolmayer out there running the offense. And a sloppy foul by McDowell White. That is his 4th. Not much in that. I agree with McDowell White. That was just barely a tap with the hands. And they rain him up just like that. Probably the shutdown defender for the Masters now on 4 fouls. Tolmayer to the line. Makes the first of 1 and 1. 4 points on the night. He averages 4 points a night. Averages 22 minutes. He's played in just about every game for the Lions. 25 of 45 from the line. 55.6% lane violation. And it's Isaiah Gentry push in the back on the low blocks as he went for the rebound. So a foul and free throws on one side, become foul and a free throw on the other end. That's the 4th on Gentry. And right back to the line goes Lowry Jr. as Tolmayer, 2 of 20 from beyond the arc on the season, just made his 3rd. 36% shooter otherwise, but 46 assists on the season. For Tolmayer. One of the top assisters in the GSAC as well, as Gentry replaced by Devin Riley. Lowry on the first end of 1 and 1 will earn himself a second. 75-59, 7 minutes, 32 seconds on the clock. Has the ball back in his hand. Bounces with the right. Looks up. Shoots. And bounces off the back of the rim. Hussein off his hands, and it takes a tumble off of number 23, Michael Taylor, as well. And Jonah Tolmayer recovers, and the Lions set up on the offensive side. McKay with a deep breath as he has the ball. Left basically unchallenged out there. Now Tolmayer on the switch, looking to feed it McKay, trying to get a mismatch, kicks it out to Riley. No one's open though, so the Lions reset with 7. Now 6 on the shot clock. Puts into the 3, bounces, no good. McKay tries to do a putback, and he wants a foul, none coming. Atencia the other way. A little bit of an odd man rush as now McKay gets back into his defensive set. Start to Suarez, and overcommitting on the attempted steal is McKay. Jeremy picks up his 2nd personal foul. 10 team fouls, so double bonus. And Suarez to the line for 2 free throws. His first trip to the line tonight. Played in every game. Has Tim Suarez. 83% free throw shooter. 58 of 70. 13 of 40 from beyond the arc. And 55% shooter overall. Averages 13 points a night. Averages 8.6 rebounds as well, and he's 1 for 1 on the night so far. 7th in blocks in the nation, 10 for total rebounds, 2nd in rebounding in the GSAC. 4th best free throw percentage in the GSAC, so that's the man you want at the line if you're the Mustangs. But he misses the 2nd. Hussein snags that rebound. He's also 2nd in blocks in the GSAC as well. So good year for Tim Suarez. Sister Stephanie also having a good year, and younger sister Jessica also on the women's team as well. The Suarez family blessed with a lot of height. All 3 children over 6 feet. Tim the leader at 6'10". Good move by Brothers. Block foul called as he hits the ground. Suarez goes down as well. Is it going against Tim, or is it one of the other guys that was in there? No, it is against Suarez. His 4th personal foul. So the foul situation looks like this. Atencia is at 2. That's all right. Suarez now at 4, along with Taylor and McDowell White. Jordan Starr not far behind, sitting at 3. And all of a sudden, if these guys foul out, you only have 3 more players in the Masters. With DeLewis Johnson out of this one, you only have Nick Swenning, Gavin DeYoung, and Thomas Lowry Jr. left on the bench. So there is somehow a possibility, however rare it might be, that the Masters could actually foul out 5 other players and not have enough to do 5-on-5. They'd be down a man. The Lions would have essentially a power play for the rest of the game. So we'll have to see how Coach Starr manages that. 6.5 to go. Brothers misses the first. 75-60 your score. So 15-point lead to the Lions. It's now 19 fouls, on the Mustangs. So the Lions one away from the double bonus as well. As Brothers sinks the second, and McDowell White back into the game. So perhaps Coach Starr, all the chips on the table. Now he'll take out Suarez. Try and save him for a last-minute push. And of course, Atencia can put up points pretty fast. Doesn't commit a lot of fouls. So we'll see what the Mustangs can muster up here. To McDowell White. He will launch a long 3 into the hands of Brothers on the near side. Brothers up ahead. Sees the lane. It's closed out. Malachi wants it on the far side, but Gardner recovers. Gardner's the other bright spot. He's only at 1 foul. As Riley gets it to Brothers. Near side elbow. Tolmer and Riley trying to make an opening. Riley gets it around Atencia, flings it to Tolmer. Avoids stepping on the baseline, works around 1. Oh, what a layup! White falling to the right side of the basket. He puts it up with the left, and it falls in for Jonah Tolmer. And he's putting on some offense here tonight. 6 points. Atencia, a 3 over him. No good. Bouncing, and an offensive foul called. I believe that will be against Michael Taylor, and if it is, that is his 5th. 23 is shown. 1 rebound, 5 fouls for Michael Taylor. He did not attempt a shot. And there's 1 foul out here for the Masters. Suarez, McDowell White. The other 2 out there with 4 fouls. Starr has to be careful. He's on 3. Is Caleb Wilborn to the line. And it rolls out on him. Both teams now at 10 fouls. Is Caleb Wilborn, who leads the team in blocks. He's appeared in just about every game for the Lions. Averages 11 minutes a game, just about 4 points. 73% free throw shooter. 2 points tonight. And he can't make it 3, but the long rebound. Suarez has to track it down. Hussein doesn't want to commit a foul, though. Kicked ahead to Brock Gardner with speed around Wilborn. Tries to lay it up, and he does so successfully. Right to left side, a dandy of a layup for number 25. And we'll see if the Mustangs, try and put out a bit of a press as McDowell White stays with Tolmer all the way up half court. Lions running some baseline screens to Brothers. Fakes the handoff, goes low, now drives on Gardner, creates some space, and he does so by committing a foul. A little shake and bake, and he tried to step back on Brock Gardner, but he used the ball in his hands to do so. That's his 3rd personal foul. Brock Gardner, smart defense, helping to draw the call as well. Good positioning by him. 78-62, under 5 minutes to go now in the game. Lions trying to knock off one of the top-seeded squads in the nation. Suarez, little touch pass to your Star straight away, no good. Long rebound to Malachi Hussein, and a smart little bounce pass to Jonah Tolmer. Riley, far wing to Hussein, straight away. Down goes Brock Gardner. Near side corner for 3. No good for Brothers. McKay gets the ball to Hussein. It's no good on the second opportunity. And it comes away to Jordan Starr. Great offensive work by the Lions. Now they got to recover and deal with the Mustang attack on defense. Atencia around the world. Banks it in. Hanzo Atencia goes from the near side all the way over to the baseline on the far side. And he sinks it. Makes it a 14-point game. Timeout on the court called by the Masters. 78. Westmont would still sit then in that 6th spot all alone since Arizona Christian won. They're tied with Jessup for 4th. Hope trying to stay with Vanguard or the Masters, whoever wins for top of the conference. Tolmayer to Brothers, near side, in the corner, kicks out to McKay up top, 15 on the shot clock. Suarez is getting plenty of space. Here's Hussein, far side, elbow catch and shoot, no good. Air ball and lands in the hands of McDowell White. Comes ahead, puts on the Jets, gets past one. McKay can't make the block, but misses the net, falls over the basket, and Devin Riley picks it up. Now flips it to Jonah Tolmayer. Lions have Riley, Brothers, Tolmayer, McKay, and Hussein. Suarez, Gardner, Atencia, McDowell White, and Starr out there for the Mustangs. Devin Riley backing in. Cross court, good feed. Tolmayer steps into a jumper, can't get it to go. Hussein gets the offensive board, put back no good, and Suarez secures it. Double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds for number 40. Atencia falling away, it's short, and Brothers holds onto the ball and gets it to Jonah. 3 minutes to go, and the Lions enjoying a 14-point lead. And Jonah Tolmayer wants a timeout. The Lions have 4 to go through, and they will get one there. Mustangs with 4 timeouts as well. Full timeout on the floor, 3:01 to go, 78. Mustangs are shooting 43% from the field, 22 of 51, 37 from beyond the arc, 17 of 23 from the line. The Lions, 45% from the field, 27 of 59, 13 of 32 from beyond the arc, 40% and 11 of 18 from the charity stripe. Clock now in their favor. They can't let up the gas though. Got to go get some points on the board. Hussein trying to penetrate against Atencia, almost picks his pocket, still fighting for it. Hussein kicks it out. Tolmayer to Riley, free. 2 on the shot clock. Devin Riley, straight away, no good. And suddenly the Lions not being able to make a couple baskets. The past couple times down to their offensive end. Atencia circles, kicks it to McDowell White. Nice little touch pass to Jordan. Starr, far side, corner, 3, no, it's good. And Kelvin Starr wants a timeout. With 2:26 to go, they cut the 3 points out of the lead, 78-60. Lone point outside of those 5 players. Hussein has 15 for the Lions, tied with Devin Riley for the lead, 11 for Brothers and Gentry. The inbound is safely secured. Lions still have James Moore at 7, but we'll see if he comes back in or not. Press. It's almost a steal from McDowell White. There's the interception from Suarez. Kicks it to Starr. McDowell White and Brothers still tangled up behind the play. Suarez going up for the jam, and it's good. I believe they've caught a foul and one coming up. Devin Riley scrambled back trying to make the block. Probably shouldn't have. That's his 3rd personal foul. Suarez now can go up for the and one. It's now less than a 10-point game with 2 minutes to go, and the Lions have only scored 4 points in the past 6 minutes. As suddenly the offense has dried up, the defense of the Masters has picked up, and now they're going to be swarming the basketball. As with 2 minutes to go, they still have 9 points to make up. They can cut it to 8 here. Suarez makes the free throw. And a mini timeout here as they sweep up the area where Del White, Brothers were falling all over the place. Rebound battle, 32-37. Lions up 5 there, 26-25 defensive, 11-7 offensive. Second chance points also favor the Lions 10-6, so they could have had a couple more. Missed a couple opportunities off some offensive rebounds. At the moment, they're hoping that that doesn't come back to haunt them. Isaiah Gentry is the only line with 4 personal fouls. Everyone else is 3 or less. Again, one more foul on Suarez, McDowell, White. And they are done with the game. Michael Taylor has already fouled out. Julius Johnson has missed all but the first couple minutes of this one. Hope is going to hold on and win by 5. 17 seconds to go, 65-60. So whoever wins here will be tied with the Hope Royals. And that's who comes here next for the Vanguard Lions. Saturday night, again, doubleheader. Women's at 5:30, men's at 7:30. As Tolmer has to get past Brock Gardner, who gets called for a foul. That's his second personal. Tolmer to the line. Jonah, again, 55% free throw shooter, not the best on the squad. Lions not one of the best free throw shooting teams. Devin Riley, Brandon Brothers in the 70s. That's the best out of the starters. Gentry leads the way at 88. Tolmer, though, sinks that one. Lions back on the board. Life Pacific will be the next opponent for the Masters. And their first full year, as Hussein can't get the rebound. Him and Gardner tangled up. Now Gardner's getting back into play. Atencia driving. He's got McKay. Here's Gardner. Launches the three off the rim. Hussein with the rebound. And Starr with the poke. And the ball comes free. He wanted that to be the steal, not the foul. He picks up his fourth personal foul, though. Minute 51 to go. Malika Hussein to the line, where he's 1 of 2 for the night. After that, homestand against the Arizona teams for the Masters. Arizona Christian, that will be their next ranked opponent. Life Pacific Ottawa shouldn't give them much stress, while the Lions, as Malika Hussein misses the first, still a 9-point lead, but he needs to make it 10 on this one. Lions will host Hope this Saturday, and travel to San Diego Christian, and then make the Arizona swing. And they will try and double up Arizona Christian, who they beat at home a couple weeks ago. But Hussein's 0 for 2 from the line. Minute 45 to go. Atencia driving, baseline, easy layup. Tolmer gave him the baseline, and Atencia makes him pay. And Starr will call another timeout, 30-second timeout. 79-72, a minute 40. McKay sets up at the free throw line. The other free line spread out right near half court. Brothers is the inbounder. Finish wiping up the court. Here we go. Minute 41 to go. Tolmer gets it. Circles around, gets the pass to Brothers. Looks up, back to Tolmer. Needs to get across half court. Sneaks through the defenders. Gets it out. Riley. Now they can waste upwards of 20 seconds. Minute 30 and counting. Brothers crosses, gets around Gardner. Now circles around. Riley, McKay, Tolmer, Hussein all spread out. Trying to bounce pass it to McKay, and it's right off the foot of Tim Suarez. And so that will still be with the Lions. The inbound moves down to the basket. Shot clock resets to 20. Isaiah Gentry enters the game, replaces Jeremy McKay. McKay only has 2 fouls. And late substitution was asked for, will be granted no. Into Devin Riley, trapped in the corner. Up to Brothers. Gardner, his 4th personal foul. For his 3rd. And lucky for Kelvin Starr, he was frustrated. He wanted to get the sub in. The horn blew as well. The referees didn't want it. Coach got to be careful. You don't want to give away a couple technical shots. As McKay will return for Gentry, switching offensive defense there. Brandon Brothers to the line. 1 of 2 from the night from the charity stripe. Takes a long look at the basket and sinks it. And Rhett Salde wants a timeout after this shot. Brothers makes it. And he cannot, so Suarez returns the ball to the hands of Hanzo Atencia. Minute 15 to go, the Lions up by 8. Suarez wants a 3, no good. Brothers secures it, says hold on. Looks up, 3 players around him. Tolmer dribbling. He's got Riley, great feed around the back of Starr. Gets it to Devin Riley. Now Brothers wants timeout, and a timeout is given. Under a minute to go. 8-point game here at the Bill and Shirley Reynolds Court. We'll be back after the timeout. $59.4 to go. Lions will have an inbound right near head coach Rhett Soliday. Brothers will be the inbounder. Brothers, Hussein, Tolmer, Gentry, Riley out there. Offensive weapons. Into Riley. Starr, does he poke it free? No. Well, he does, but it's still off of Starr. So the Lions will reset on the inbound. A second comes off. 58.4 now showing. Space on the bench is made for Brothers as he's right toes on the line. And once again going to ask to mop up some moisture on the floor, or on the basketball this time. Good crowd on hand, has been engaged throughout the contest. And Gentry will hand it off to Brothers. And a foul. This will be called against Lowry Jr. That's okay if you're the Masters. That's only his first. That's probably his assignment, is to be the fouler, trying to protect Suarez, McDowell, White, and Starr, who each have 4. Brothers sinks the first. 81-72 now the score. 54.4 showing on the board. Suarez re-enters. McKay re-enters as well. And he's already set up deep in the defensive zone as Brothers misses the second. 9 points the difference. Here comes Atencia. Match up against Tolmer. Huge screen from Suarez. Atencia, though, doesn't have an option. Now he makes the bounce pass to Gardner. 20 on the shot clock. 3 lips out on Gardner. 40 seconds to go. Brothers with some time and space. McDowell White trying to hunt him down. 35 to go. Brothers circling, waiting for some contact. McDowell White can't make the steal. Brothers to Riley. The Lions content to just take the time off the board. Riley to Hussein. 12 on the shot clock. 10 difference between game and shot clock. And now the fans realize that this one's probably over. Hussein will dribble out with 4 on the shot clock. 3 steps. Travel called, even though he saved the 3. 12 seconds to go, and the Lions are set to make perhaps their biggest upset of the year, knocking off the 5th-ranked team in the nation. And Brothers wants the crowd to get on their feet. Atencia with 11. 10, hands off to Starr. Back to Atencia. McDowell White, near side corner, 3, buries it. 81-75, 5.4. And Kelvin Starr will call his, quite see the timeout. That is 1 till 1. He has 1 time being the number 1 team in the conference. They would take on 19th ranked Hope International, who's 61 in conference after their win over Westmont. They are 15-3 overall. The Masters would be the only team in second as Riley gets the inbound, and the foul will go against the one they want. That's Lowry Jr., his second. Jessup and Arizona Christian knotted at 3rd in the conference at 4-3. The Lions would go to 3-1 against ranked opposition, having beaten Westmont when they were ranked, Arizona Christian, and the Masters. It's good from Devin Riley. 16 points now on the night from Devin Riley. Him and Hussein topping the charts here for the Lions. And that would be another huge showdown Saturday night. Can the Lions stop Josh Powell-Davis and the Hope Royals? But they've stopped Atencia, Suarez, and the Mustangs. The Lions win 82-75. They are still atop the GSAC conference standings. And that's showdown with the Hope Royals. Come out, watch Saturday.